Hey guys, what's going on? I know it's been a while since you've last seen me. I did do a tool review video like a week or two ago, but before that, it's been a while since I've done any car videos. And in this video, I'm just going to tell you what I've been up to and the future plans for this channel. I know I'm a little bit late on doing future plans. Most people do that around New Year's Day. But in this video, I'll give you, maybe a rough idea of what I plan on doing this year and what I've been up to, because I've done a lot of things around the shop and to my cars and everything. I just haven't filmed it. And in this video, I'll explain everything that's been going on. So one of the biggest reasons why I haven't done much filming is because my work moved me to third shift, and I am not adjusting well. They moved me to third shift back in November, so I know it's been a couple months, but it's still kicking my ass. And when I come to the shop, I'm exhausted and I want to get work done, but I don't feel like filming because whenever you film something, it makes the process 2, 3, 4 times as long. So I've been wanting to focus on the project itself and get it done rather than filming, so I've been taking a break from that, mainly because of work. And I've done a lot of things, but some of the things I've done probably aren't worthy of their own video. I know you guys want me to do more vlog-style videos, but it's just not my thing. I like making step-by-step and educational videos and build videos. I'm just not a vlogger, so haven't really done anything that is worth its own video. But I'll give you, a rough update of what I've done. And hopefully my work moves me back to first shift soon, because then I'll feel more like making videos. But third shift, I'm just beat all the time. Alright, so here is the biggest project that I've been working on. This is definitely, worthy of a couple videos, but this is a Mini Cooper that my friend Brad and I bought. Last year we bought a Kia Forte to fix and flip. This year we got a Mini Cooper, and this thing went kaboom. It's a 2010 with 50,000 miles, 6-speed manual turbo, and the engine was grenaded because the vacuum pump seized up and locked up the cam and, just grenaded everything. So we've completely rebuilt the engine and have gotten it back into the car. And we think there might be something wrong with the clutch or the pressure plate, because the car runs fine, the engine, runs great, but we cannot disengage the clutch. We have bled the slave cylinder. I even made a mechanical slave cylinder to go into the transmission down there and push on the clutch fork, and we cannot get it to disengage. And we did put a new clutch in it. So the engine's going to have to come back out, and we're going to have to see what's wrong with it. But yeah, this is our latest project. I haven't done any videos on it at all, just because we've been really focused on, getting the work done and flipping the car. We weren't really interested in filming it. Mainly because we don't really know what we're doing with this car. We've never worked on a Mini or a BMW, and all the information we've been finding is different. Like, there's different torque specs. From every person that you ask has a different torque spec for, this or that. So we don't want to give you guys any false information, and we also just want to get it done. And we've actually been doing pretty good. We've only had this car 2 months, and we rebuilt the engine, had it in twice, because we've had to take it out already. And, yeah, once it's back together, Brad is thinking about maybe buying it from me, or we're going to flip it, but he's pretty set on buying it from me because, he really likes the car, and we've done a little bit of blacking out on it, so you can see, like, black headlight ring, the black emblems. We blacked out some of that chrome. You can see right there, we didn't finish that one, but done a little blacking out. And, yeah, if he does keep it, he's definitely going to lower it, do an exhaust, and, make it like a fun daily beater / fun car, I guess. So that's been taking up most of our time. When I come to the shop, we're usually working on this. Tomorrow, we're probably going to pull the engine back out and diagnose the clutch. I've also been trying to focus on the shop, acquiring more tools and more storage, and doing, maintenance and repairs around the shop. Haven't done any modifications to this toolbox, but I know a couple of people have asked about the mods that I have done to it. I have basically all the Harbor Freight bolt-on stuff you can do, so that tray right there. I got the glove holder, and I have the power outlet thingy right there. And on this side I have the non-matching magnetic tray and the can holder, but on the back is the real modification. I made 2 L brackets to mount another box on the back because I ran out of storage. And no, it doesn't tip over. It has never tipped over. It's not back heavy or anything like that. So I got quite a bit of storage here, and I just recently installed. So I got this cabinet from Sam's Club. It was only 99 bucks. Got it above the workbench, and I really, really love it. Actually installed really nice, and the assembly was pretty good too. And I just today got this Harbor Freight side box. This was just as much money as my other toolbox, but it fits perfectly under the workbench, and it has a good amount of storage. But there's a problem. I only have a couple of the drawers filled, so I got that filled. But then, you know, I got space there, and the rest of the drawers are empty. So that means I have to buy more tools, because I had this over there, and this is like my cutoff wheels and wire wheels and stuff. But now, so what toolboxes do, they don't give you more room for the stuff that you have. They just give you more room to buy stuff for. So now I need to go out and buy more tools to fill that thing. And another project that I've been working on over the past couple weeks, you guys probably won't notice it, you know, you're not actually in this shop, but I've been working on the lighting here, trying to get all the circuits right and installing new lights. I actually just made that light today. That's some LED tube lights mounted to some tubifers mounted to the ceiling. So I've been working on the lighting situation in this area, and also out there. You can probably tell it's a little bit brighter in here. And I've also been working on the lighting situation back in this like fabrication room. You guys probably don't know, probably don't care, but you know, this is one of the things that I've been working on. And I haven't released a video of it yet, but this right here is a Ford 302 Mexican block that we are trying to build. It's a 302 Mexican block, so it's stronger than your average 302, but it's been bored out to a 306. The plan, I doubt it's going to happen because it's Moser's engine, but the plan is to do a 347 stroker forged, all the nitrous, and then put this in the Ranger. Right now it is completely torn down and honed. I have one video, I haven't edited it yet, but I have a video of us tearing it down, not step by step, but just a video of us tearing it down and, you know, exploring that, because it's an old rusty engine. But I would like to do a whole build series on this, you know, everything that we do from the rotating assembly up. I really want to build this engine and get in that Ranger, and I think it'll make a good series. One of the upgraded parts that we already did buy, we have 4 GT40P heads off a Ford Exploder. So we're not going crazy with the heads, you know, this is poor man mod, so we're not doing like CNC machine build aluminum heads, but those are, I think, the best OEM heads you can get for the 302. I think just bolting them on, you get like 30 to 40 horsepower. But I think we are going to do some valve work to those and port it out a little bit to make it a little bit better. And how could I forget about the Supra? I did finish the exhaust on this car. I made some Instagram posts about it, but I did make another side exit after Haltech ripped off my old one. It sounds fantastic. And I did a little bit of work in the trunk and a little bit under the hood, and I'll show you what I have going on. So the recent work I've done to this is all right here. As you can see, I have the factory coil pack cover on, but I do have the LS coils in there, and I was able to modify the valley in there, you know, shave it down a little bit to get the coils to fit underneath here. I do have, I think, a washer under each bolt, just to space it up a little bit, but I do have that fitting on with the LS coils, and I got a new cam cover here. The old one was a little bit faded and ugly, so that one looks a whole lot better. And it's looking pretty nice under here. Let's go to the trunk. Oh, I also got these custom-made radiator brackets. What do you think about that? Looking pretty good. And that is just blue intercooler coupling as the bushing. Looks pretty good. Alright, in the trunk here, I pretty much redid my entire battery system back here. So, cleaned up the battery, took it out of the car, got all the corrosion and crap off, made this tie down myself out of belled aluminum. Welded it up, doesn't look the best, but it works. And it goes right around, you know, like the little caps here, and it holds it in place really, really good. Got new battery terminals from Kicker that look really nice. And then I added a circuit breaker right there. So it did make this a whole lot better back here and safer, even though I have this cutoff switch there. You want a fuse or a circuit breaker in line, so that's what I did. Got a 100 ampere. and it's looking pretty good back here, and I love this thing. Super heavy duty, looks good, and a whole lot stronger than the old one. Haven't done anything really major or significant with the IS300 or the ISF. On the 300, I put OEM style mud flaps on the car, and on the ISF, I put in really fancy floor mats. So nothing really worth a video or nothing serious. So haven't really done a whole lot to either of those cars. My main focus right now when I come over here has been this Mini, and hopefully we're going to be finished this project soon. Alright, so future plans for the channel. With the Supra, I think some of you, 3 or 4 of you, may have seen the video where I did the rear subframe bushings from StrongFlex. I do have their front subframe bushing kit, so I will be doing that in the near future, hopefully. Now, after we do the bushings, Tony has actually convinced me, and I know a lot of you guys have been on my ass about this and I've been against you, but I think Tony finally convinced me. In the spring, I think we're going to do some paint correction on the paint that we can on the Supra, polish what we can polish, and the rest I think I'm going to repaint. So we're going to try to make this car look pretty good. It's not going to be a full restoration, but I'm thinking, you know, a bunch of man hours in paint correction, and then I think we're going to repaint the hood, we're going to repaint the trunk, and I think a fender and part of the quarter panel we're going to be painting. So we're going to try to make the car look really good. Might have to respray the roof, but we're finally going to do body work to the Supra. I know a lot of you guys have wanted to see that, so I think it is going to happen in the spring. Now hopefully we get the Mini finished here soon, and if Brad likes it and decides to keep it, he does want to mod the crap out of it. So if you guys are into Minis, you might see some Mini content in the future. If he doesn't decide to keep it, we're just going to sell it and move on to the next car to flip. Now here is where I'm torn, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to get excited either way I go with this, but I've been having some really bad thoughts, and I've been highly considering turboing either the ISF or the IS300. Now, the IS300, I would just do the NAT setup, turbo that, and I would probably try to do it, you know, only running 5 pounds of boost or so, either using the stock injectors or just going the next step up. I don't want to go anything crazy, just boost it. Nothing serious, you know, a Pexi Neo tune it, maybe not even do an intercooler, like a legit poor man mod turbo kit on that. Or, if I don't turbo that, I've been really considering turboing the ISF. Comp Turbo has a turbo that doesn't require oil. It requires coolant and high performance grease, so I was thinking I could probably do a rear mount turbo setup on that and either plumb into the cooling system up front or have my own cooling system in the back. All I would need is maybe like a gallon reservoir, maybe even half a gallon reservoir, a pump, and a small radiator, and just circulate the coolant through the turbo. And then all I would have to do is connect the turbo to the exhaust at the back, run one tailpipe out, and then run one charge pipe up to the factory airbox. I really don't think it'd be that difficult. I just have to look at the ground clearance for the charge pipe. But with that oilless turbo, I think that really makes it a lot simpler, and that's something I'm really going to consider looking into. And then I think RR Racing can tune it. I'm going to have to reach out to them and see if they're able to tune it. Now, they do a supercharger kit for the ISF, so I would think they could tune a turboed one. And, you know, in my head, I'm thinking I could probably get away with turboing the ISF for right around $4,000. And RR Racing supercharger kit is 10 grand. So the turbo itself is like $1,800, I think, for the one that I want. Then I just have to fab it up to the exhaust, get a wastegate, get a blow-off valve for it, make the downpipe, and then either plumb it into the factory cooling system, and I'll use probably AN hose to go all the way up front, which that'll probably be $100 or $200 for the hose, because that's a lot of AN hose, or make the cooling system in the back, and that'll probably be, I don't know, maybe $300 or $400 for a good reservoir, radiator, and a pump back there, and then tune it. I'm pretty sure the stock fuel system is good for like 530 wheel horsepower. So I don't think I would upgrade the fuel system. I would just need to get the turbo installed, plumb it, and then have RR Racing tune it. And I think it can be done for pretty cheap. So which one do you want to see me turbo? You want to see the ISF get turboed and, you know, have a rear mount turbo sleeper ISF, or turbo the IS300? let me know what you guys want to see. I'm leaning more towards the ISF. I think that'll be a total beast sleeper. You know, rear mount the turbo and no one would even know. You pop the hood and you won't even tell, or at least that's the theory. And regarding this 240 back here, the engine did blow. I don't think I did a video on that one, but the ring land on cylinder 4 completely just went bye-bye. So we yanked that engine out and we sold it to a guy, and we bought a new engine from someone else who already had it fully built and had all the machine work done, at least on the bottom end. And now we're in the process of assembling the SR20, and I haven't filmed that because I haven't been a total part of it. It's been Tony and my brother working on it. So eventually we will have that engine back in the 240, and there might be some content there for you. And we've been making some pretty good progress with the AE86. We did get a lot of carbon stuff for that car from a certain company. We've been having a lot of issues, and it was supposed to be a sponsored video, but there's been so many fitment issues, we kind of didn't want to do a review because it was so bad. But progress is being made with that car, and Tony, I think, is thinking he might start the engine process this year, so that's going to be exciting. So look forward to that too. Alright guys, so that's what I've been up to and the future plans for this channel. Hopefully my work puts me back on first shift so I can get more content for you guys, but working third really just kills me. I don't know why. I just can't get into the rhythm. And I hope you guys are excited for the future of the channel. I know it's nothing crazy, but I'm definitely looking forward to turboing one of the cars. I think it really will happen to at least one of them. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll try to get more content to you guys soon. And yeah, see you next time. Thanks.